Welcome. I am on a catch and cook fish and camping adventure. I'm here with Jet. Tell them who you are, how you met me, why you're here.
I started watching a YouTube video a long time ago and I just got hooked. I decided, hey, why not just reach out to him, and he responded and here I am. I'm just looking for some trophy-sized brown trout. They could be hidden anywhere. Tons of crawfish, tons of little bait fish. Brown trout get big.
We're going to be backpacking on this overnight trip, and we're so glad to have you along. It's like an elk kill. Big backbone, ain't it?
Big legs.
Yeah. Yeah, fire pit right there.
Oh yeah.
Water on both sides of us, kind of like this island here. We're gonna make this our camp. You can't stop Jet from fishing. It's impossible.
When there's a hole 20 feet from the tent, it has to be fish. Look, it's a tiny claw.
Back from fishing. Fishing was awesome, but catching wasn't so good.
We had follows from babies all day, but we didn't even see a sign of a big one.
What do you think of the river?
It's the most beautiful river I've ever fished. I had a few really close calls today. I was just walking straight up this waterfall and all you see is white. So you step and all of a sudden you hit a patch of moss and you're gone.
You go. My favorite part of the day was getting here with Jet. It really is enjoyable to have somebody here that's just so freaking excited about it. I have to tell him to slow down because he's gonna fall down and go boom, you know. We got here at the trailhead at 2:30 this morning.
Yeah.
And
it was late night.
We got up at 6:30. Covered about 3 3/4 miles up the river with our packs. Yeah. And then we covered probably another 1.5 miles. We're gonna get a lot of sleep so we can just go upriver as far as we can. Well, that's it for today. Good night.
Good night.
How was your night in the tent last night?
When you told me it was only going to be 37 degrees, I was looking forward to that, but unfortunately that was far from the truth. It got down to 30 degrees and I woke up at like 2 in the morning with my face frozen off, and so I was like, oh my god. So I just threw another layer on and got warm.
We're going to be fishing like a couple maniacs today.
I don't even think we have time for lunch.
Brown. Wait, no, big rainbow. Holy. No, 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 no.
I want to try right now.
Beautiful little bow, maybe about 8 inches. On a brown trout Rapala.
That's a fish. It's gone. It's gone. You only get one shot at that boy. Never mind. Not a false hook. Bit it right through. The color's on him. I saw a log right over here. I knew that there had to have been a predator under there. I saw a flash of gold, and that's the best flash you could see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13!
Beautiful fillet.
Classic stomach check.
Crawdad. Okay, we're done fishing. Fishing report.
It was a pretty alright day on the river. Had a lot of opportunities. I caught 5 and lost 4. 3 little rainbows, 1 brown, and then 1 sucker.
Okay, and I caught 1 rainbow. Oh, I had one on my HD lure, but it got off.
Now we have a wild trout dinner.
And we're gonna be doing flour, panko, bay seasoning, paprika, salt and pepper, and zatarain's. Okay, we're going with avocado oil. We'll put in some ghee. Starting to smoke, that means it's ready. And there's a brown trout fillet right there. When they float, they're done. Now we're doing some rainbow. What do you think of that? That looks good, doesn't it?
On the left we have some rainbow trout, and on the right we have some brown trout. Never had any brown trout ever. Yeah, the brown trout's pretty gamey, but it's actually really good the way it's seasoned. And then the rainbow. Oh yeah. I've always been a rainbow trout guy. It tastes more like chicken in my opinion.
We've cut up some potatoes. Nice golden brown. Go ahead and put the salt on.
It's literally like a big French fry. It's actually really good. Oh my goodness. That's just too good.
We had an absolutely wonderful dinner.
I thought it was amazing. It was like having French fries and fish.
750 nights I've spent in the wilderness. That's the first time I've ever brought a real potato. Or you brought it.
Yeah.
I asked Jet to bring it. So tell me what you're saying about the fishing.
We had a rough start. You hit 20 perfect looking holes and then there's absolutely nothing there. It's like, it's heartbreaking. Eventually you just become a robot. You find these holes and you fish, and then when I saw that flash of gold, I was just turned my day around.
It was about a pound and a quarter, I kind of guessed. It tasted good. That's what I do know. How do you feel about being out here?
I've had a really good time so far. Everything's been going according to plan, and honestly I just want to do a whole lot more fishing, try to get a really big brown. That'd be nice.
Well, that's going to be it for day number 2. Good night.
Good morning.
We're going to be going and finding a new camping site and some new section of this river to fish. Big pile of bear scat, big animal, and it's kind of fresh, it's soft.
Holy crap, David, there's a couch here. There's a fire pit. There's stovetop. We have to stay here, David. This is paradise.
How's your Fred Flintstone lounger?
I'm loving it. Got my lizard buddy behind me.
You ready to go fishing, Jet? Or were you born ready to go fishing?
Yeah, I think I was born ready.
So what are you after this afternoon?
We decided to stop at a small creek. We're gonna try to get some wild Apache. So this is my first Apache.
Nice. Came off?
Yeah. Holy shit. Yes. Yes. Look at him, David. Look at him. He's brown number 2. This is bigger than yesterday's. And beautiful. I'm not letting him go yet. I didn't know if it was a brown. I didn't know if it was a smallmouth. Unreal. This is exactly what I came here for. Look at that. He has some chompers. I'm just really appreciating him right now. Making sure he's all good. He put up such a good fight. And the red on his tail. Okay, you're definitely ready. Yeah! Well, we're back from fishing. I think we had a pretty good day. Started off pretty slow. Eventually, we used light of the canyon to our advantage. Hit some spots where we thought there'd be a monster brown hiding. Let's just say I got lucky.
Oh, hell no. You're not going with lucky. You worked your ass off for that. You fell in the water.
When the shade hits the water, you can't see a single thing on the bottom. So I'm slipping, falling, and yeah, I fell halfway in. Picked myself up. I'm like, okay, let's try to get a big brown.
You did it. So, how big was your fish?
I took a picture. I put my fingers at the base of its mouth, held it on my arm, measured out to be 17 inches.
poundage?
2 pounds.
Maybe a little over. It was stuffed.
Definitely wasn't too hungry. He was just pissed off that this guy was swimming by.
Okay, anything else? We got to get a fire going, warm up, and get our dinner. So no fish tonight. I'm having Mountain House spaghetti and meat sauce.
I was in Boy Scouts. Me and my dad would be on these long backpack trips. We'd always eat the spaghetti. I think they remade it because it's a little better than I remember.
That was the first fire we've had.
We had a good fire pit at the other one, but this one, premier.
We fished pretty much most of the day. Then we took a little break for maybe 45 minutes.
Then we started fishing in the river.
Yeah, and that river is absolutely gorgeous with the mountains around it.
Yep.
That's all we have. Good night. Had an interesting evening after the sun went down.
We were just sitting here eating our dinner. All of a sudden we heard barking. It was like a cry.
It was almost like a whimpering.
I honestly was like, oh crap, please tell me that is not a baby bear. I'm like, oh no. And so we got up and we just saw eyes. And then all of a sudden we saw 2 more sets of eyes. And then we saw more eyes. The mountain just like lit up with eyes. And we're like, what the hell is going on here? And so we just sat back down thinking they'll just go away because we shined our lights. And all of a sudden, we see them right here in front of our damn tent. It was like a little coyote Mexican wolf. And we're like, okay, it's time to get these guys like out of here. So we walked right up and then...
And they didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, they still sat right there. He sat probably 15 feet right above us and just looked at us. He didn't give a crap. And so we just fired a shot in the air and they were getting a little too close for our comfort.
The agenda for today, we're going to be doing some fishing, catching, and cooking, and then we're going to have some mashed potatoes along with our fish. Fishing report for the day. Fishing was great.
Yeah.
Beautiful scenery, beautiful river, beautiful mountains. It's absolutely gorgeous weather.
But there's no fish. Got a rainbow this morning. Yep. And
then we didn't keep it because we thought we'd catch more. That wouldn't have fed us.
No. I was in my head thinking, all right, just gotta wait for the sun to go down, gotta wait for that mountain effect. Just didn't happen. Didn't even get a bite today.
6.5 hours of fishing. So.
That just makes me want to fish harder than ever.
It was an eventful day. We fished a lot of holes. That's what I mean by eventful.
They looked premier, and it's just so sad when you don't get a single bite. Tomorrow we're going to try to catch the primetime bite and see what happens.
Good night. Good morning.
Gonna be looking for some fish today. See if we could actually get on some.
Bear scats. It's got hair in it. Not too old.
Dang, David, this looks pretty good. It's got a little pile of wood for us too, right up against the mountain. Oh man, this looks really nice.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Baby brown. He's edible.
We are using the flour, bay seasoning, paprika, and salt and pepper seasoning. Brown trout, I didn't fillet it, so cook it like that. And we have smallmouth bass. Jet made us some mashed potatoes, and we're going to put some ghee in that. What do you think of the potatoes?
Pretty good, David. Not gonna lie.
Now these are the smallmouth fillets, and then this is the brown.
Always wanted to try smallmouth. We'll see how it goes. It's like savory. I like it.
Very white.
Yeah, very white.
Jeez.
Yeah. I love it.
Ah, smallmouth is awesome. Here goes the brown. Not very good too, but I like the smallmouth better. This is going to be the end of day number 5.
Yeah.
How was the hike?
Pretty peaceful. Not as many river crossings, which was nice. Yeah.
You caught a brown, you caught a smallmouth, you caught another smallmouth, and then I caught a sucker.
Oh yeah, so 4 fish today?
4 fish.
I had a big brown come out, chase me across the pool, and I think we made eye contact, and that was the end of that, so. Okay. Looking forward to fishing tomorrow.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for today. Good night.
That's a fish. This is the one, David! This is the one! Yes! He came back! We found him! This is him! Same fish as last night.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Came right up to my lure last night, wouldn't do it. He's probably like a 15.
Look at his cheek. He's got the blue cheek going. Came after it yesterday. I knew he'd do it again. We just had to find him, and I found him. My casting was perfect. I was hitting every spot I wanted to, exactly how I wanted to.
I'm just appreciating this guy right now.
Played hard to get yesterday, so I woke up at 5:30 to come and get you, buddy. You saw me yesterday. I know it was you too. You look the same in the water.
Only thing interested in my lure yesterday. And so I knew it. If I found him, he would take it. I just knew it. We got him, David. We got him. 2-pounder. Another one.
We're back from fishing this morning.
It was pretty good. I tried the first spot I did yesterday and he wasn't there, and so I was like, okay, maybe he went deep. So I just started chucking across the current and out he came and he crushed it.
Beautiful red dots on it. Had a red dot on the back top fin.
He was blue, red, gold, brown. I've never gotten a 2-pound brown that had that much color on it.
It wasn't as long as the first one that you caught on this trip.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
But it was fatter.
He had to have been, like David said earlier, full of like 3 crawfish, no problem.
Well, what was it like getting them at 5:20?
It was shitty, not gonna lie. It was really cold outside.
What was it, 36 I said?
Yeah. When you're on a mission, you just have one thing in your mind, and that's all you care about. So do whatever it takes. Hopefully we can finish off strong and get a few more.
Beautiful little smallie. Apache bow.
Got it. Little red eyes.
Had one follow it.
What kind?
Just a rainbow.
Tiny little bow.
Or maybe a little brown. Little baby brown. Cute little thing. Going back in.
Let me see up close. Yeah.
Little brown. Gorgeous.
Whoa.
Gorgeous. Look at the red dots on that. It's about a pound, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe more.
Pound and a quarter?
Yeah. It's literally the
Got a
size.
smallie on that HD trout lure. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Bigger than his stomach.
Hey.
I know, good job, David.
Beautiful bow. Muskrat or something up there in the water. Nice smallie out of this hole.
We got some Apache bow and some smallmouth. Gonna be a pretty good dinner in my opinion.
Beautiful little fillet. And what we're gonna cook them in is flour, panko, breadcrumbs, base seasoning, paprika, salt and pepper, and heavy on the zatarans. That's the smallmouth bass. This is the Apache rainbow trout. Avocado oil and ghee, smallmouth, an Apache rainbow trout. Looks like the rainbow Apache trout is finished. Piece of smallmouth. It's our mess of trout and smallmouth bass, deep fried. Cut them in half so they'll fit in the jet boil easier.
This is our catch and cook fish and chips dinner.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
I'm actually really excited for it.
Oh my god.
God, that's good. I cut them thinner this time and I think they're better.
Yep, me too.
Smallmouth. Great white meat. And so spicy. Because the white meat really takes on the dredge's flavoring.
Very true.
Trout will take on the flavoring, but it still tastes a little fishy. The chips have spicy stuff on them from the fish because we cooked it in the same oil. If you get one with black on it like that, that's going to be a spicy one.
So good though.
It's the last smallmouth, which is my favorite of the two, but they're both good.
Oh yeah.
No better way to eat in the outdoors.
No.
We had a wild day.
Yeah, we did. I hooked into a fish. It was the hardest pulling thing I've felt so far. It really didn't want to be on the hook, so it popped off quick. Unfortunately, I never got to see what it was.
I think I caught like 13 fish, and you've probably caught what today?
10. Caught 2 good browns today, 15, and then like a 12.
Yeah,
that
was a beauty.
Yeah, a little stud muffin. Like, he was full, had big jaw on him.
And this place is just gorgeous.
Yep.
It's just a cool place.
Well,
anything else?
Just gonna do a lot better fishing tomorrow, hopefully.
Okay. Good night. Got one.
How big?
I think it's a small one.
If it's a brown, I'm grabbing it hard by the gill.
Oh, you can get size.
The brown.
Nice fatty. How big is it?
I gotta take a picture of him on my arm. I'll let you know. You think he's a 3-pounder?
I got my scale. 2.65. How's he doing?
He's doing great. He's kicking back up. I gotta get a picture of him more, but once he's
blue on him.
Yeah, I know. Look at his cheek. Nice blue cheek. And he has a blue stomach. This is your first big brown of the trip, dude.
Yep, that we landed.
Yeah.
How long is he?
I'd say he's 17, no problem. All right, buddy. I think he's ready.
Good morning.
Well, it started out pretty damn good, didn't it?
Yeah, I think you had a pretty good morning, didn't you, David?
Yeah, I did. I caught a 2.7-pound brown this morning.
It was freaking awesome.
Now we're just enjoying a fire, a cup of joe.
Cheers to freaking brown
Cheers.
trout.
I'm gonna have some biscuits and gravy, and then we are going to fish all day long.
Yep, again. I've had a pretty interesting time here. I'm not saying it's been bad. It's just been like, you know, you have your moments where you just catch yourself slipping for 1 second, and then it's like, oh shit, you're underwater.
Time to go fishing, David. Little brown.
Nice smallie. Little tiny Apache rainbow. Cute little thing, going right back in.
Little smallmouth.
Nice bow. Nice smallmouth. Oh, he's got bit.
Ooh, by what? Maybe a big brown.
Yeah. Beautiful bow.
Apache bow.
Hey, we're back from fishing. Man, what a day. How far did we hike?
We did 7 there, 7 back.
And what was your total on your fish?
I think somewhere in the 20s.
I think I caught about 25.
Man, today was definitely our best day on the river. The further we went down, smallmouth just lit up.
Oh yeah.
Almost every hole, you'd get 2 or 3 guaranteed smallmouth. Some you'd get 5 or 6. We'd rip out 3 fish a piece in one hole. So it was
a lot of fun.
Yeah, we were catching a lot of fish, but caught some like 12-inch browns today. Pretty happy about it.
I caught all rainbow, Apache, and Apache rainbow hybrid. All right, let's get our dinner.
Yeah.
Tonight we are having trout and smallmouth bass in flour, bay seasoning, paprika, salt and pepper, and panko breadcrumbs. That's the smallmouth and that's the trout. A lot of that yummy stuff on them.
That looks amazing.
We're gonna use some of the avocado oil and ghee that we used the other night. Wrap this up nice and snug as a bug in a rug. We don't have a grill. We're gonna be putting this directly in the fire. So you have to have 4 sheets or it burns the fish. I bring this leather glove so that I put my hand right in the fire. Chef Chat, what do you got going there?
Some mashed potatoes. It's gonna be delicious.
Turn the fish. What you putting in there?
Putting some ghee in there.
Ooh, yeah. Fish is cooked.
Holy crap, David.
We've got our fillets cooked over the campfire. Baby Reds. He is an expert, he tells me. Those are awesome.
After a long day, it just hits the spot, you know? They're actually cooked like perfectly. The first ones were pretty good, but these ones, I like the baby reds better.
So these are the smallmouth, and that's the trout.
Bon appetit.
Make your mouth light on fire.
Actually, I didn't expect it to be that hot. That is crazy. What the heck? That is so hot, David. No, I actually love it that way. I swear. Pound a little rainbow, and then you just take some potato and just like, oh, just the aftertaste is so good. Oh man. I don't know about you. I get food like this all the time.
That's all it is hot stuff.
I don't care. You did it perfect, David. That was great. You poured all of it on top. Good job. This is the perfect meal to end the last night.
Next to a wonderful campfire that's not really doing that well.
Well.
How was your day? How did it start out?
All right. I mean, for you, it was great. I mean, I landed the fish for you and everything, and I was just praying to God that something would grab my HD, but they thought that your lure was a fly.
We got a little map spinner that has fur on it, and it makes it look like a fly. The trout took it before I even started moving the spinner.
And then our day just got better and better. Like, we just started absolutely catching fish left and right, and we just started having really
we had a great time catching fish.
Oh yeah.
And we saw some absolutely spectacular country and river and mountains and forests. Oh, it was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of hiking, but it was worth it.
I was exhausted when I got back. So you ready to say goodnight?
Yeah, I think so.
Good night.
Good morning. It's the beginning of the 8th day, and it's our final day here.
How do you feel about that?
Kind of sad, but it's gonna be nice. Just going back home and, you know, like taking a shower and I feel blessed. I'm just glad that we got the number of fish that we did and that everything's just been going good.
Finish off with the fire, and then we're gonna pack up and hit the trail. just a short hike from the trailhead, and we wanted to do a trip review. Let's start with the thing you didn't enjoy.
The day where I fell on my head. I didn't have a stick or anything. I was just hustling across and I fell right on my head, lost my hat. Then I did it again, same exact thing later that day. A little bit worse. I got my whole head in the water this time and lost my glasses. So yeah, that was pretty bad.
My worst part was me falling in the river as well, and I dunked my camera. Fortunately, I got the battery off of it and it was a hot day. Well, and I just left it in the hot sun. Opened up all the cavities everywhere it could evaporate water from. Yeah. And it was fine. What was your very best hike with the backpack?
Literally right now, because there's no weight on my back. It feels like I'm carrying air.
Do you have a favorite scenery that you...
I liked our last campsite. I liked the scenery a lot. It was just beautiful. We were right up against cliffs.
My favorite section of the river was the furthest down we got, and then we climbed up the mountain. Yep. And then we had that shot looking down at the river. Yeah. That was my favorite shot of the river. My favorite flora was, it was white with like some purple, well, not real white, but it had purple
I know what you're
on it.
About. Yep. Those are pretty. We were just on top of the mountain, and all of a sudden we're just hiking along, and then I just look up and I see this blooming little cactus, and it's just growing straight off the cliff face wall. It's just like incredible looking.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
As far as fishing, I achieved my personal best on this river. I got a 2.7 pound brown. You?
Mine was 2 days ago when we woke up at 5:30, and I got that fish that came back from my lure. Just to yank him out was just the most surreal thing. That's my favorite fish I've ever caught in my life.
What's it like going with Fike and Hish?
He had a lot of camp pack. The food he made, a lot of cleanup techniques were really helpful and quick. Between that and just being completely prepared, that's just David's thing.
Well, thank you. Well, I really enjoyed Jet. My favorite aspect of his character is he is so aggressive and enthusiastic, and especially when it comes to fishing. We want to thank you for coming along with us. So, until next time.